It was surreal. I didn't believe it until I closed, really. I kept feeling like something was gonna come along and change that. It wasn't until I actually signed the paper, it wasn't even then, because I couldn't sign the papers in the office with Michael. So I was like, man, something's gonna happen, But it was when I got here and Sam gave me the keys. He's like, this is your house. He's like, I want you to say it. Say, this is my house. He was like, because you don't look like you understand. And I was like, well, I haven't even signed the loan papers yet. He was like, it doesn't matter. This is your house. You paid for this. The loan has nothing to do with this being your house. That's for renovations. This is your house. It seems overwhelming and it seems stressful from the outside, before you get to the point of once it's yours. But I think it's hard, don't get me wrong, but it's not impossible. It's not. And I'm not the only one of my friends like doing this. I see other people doing it. And so they went and bought them through the city without the help that I had through Axe. And they're going through it and they're doing it now. All of that stuff, they got to try to figure out how to work triple, double, overtimes, pick up second jobs to do their renovations. Axe has assisted me with the loan. But it's doable. We had carpets on the floor. We pulled the carpets up already. We're going to sand and polish all the hardwood floors to bring them back to the original condition. We need to regrout the existing tile floors. Some window updating, patchwork, and some of the ceilings and walls. 2 bathrooms and 1 kitchen. Oh, and a driveway. That big long driveway has to be done over. We're hoping to stay within the budget of $26,000. And that's the budget that Axe has set based on my scope of work that needs to be done. And that's the basic stuff, but it's my house, so depending on the things I might want to do after the fact, it's up to me. But the stuff to get it, up to code and everything is $26,000. Axe has a guy who is going to see me through the entire contract of renovations. So they didn't just leave me at buying the house. Axe is going to stick through until all the renovations are done. And that's a major plus, because even though I'm stressed, I'm not as stressed. And once again, Sam calls me off business hours. We get estimates at 8 o'clock at night. He's like, I'm forwarding it to you. Did you see this? How do you feel about this? And they're like really on it. So they're still, helping me out and being supportive throughout the renovations. They want to make sure this is actually a success story, that I'm not going to fail at it, that this house isn't going to just be given back to the city or a nuisance again. They want to make sure that this really happens. So they it seems like Axe matches up the right person with the right amount of money and the right rehab. And then they let you go from there. But they make sure those 3 things are there for the success of you, your family, and the house. Because this isn't just about me. It's about building these neighborhoods up. It's about making sure that the block is okay. And I get that. But like I said, they've been a godsend to me. So I feel proud. I feel accomplished. I feel strong. I feel a lot of different things at one time. I feel like I did when I graduated.
Yeah.
Like, this is mine and nobody can come take this. This is I did this, so. What's so amazing? Like, I try to tell other people about it and I don't know what they think. Like, they'll say, I hear excuses. Well, the same excuses I told myself too, though. But you'll hear stuff like, I'm just not ready right now for the responsibility. And I'm like, well, you do everything now and you renting. Like, you've been in this house for 9 years and you're paying off somebody else's mortgage. Why not do that for yourself? I want other people to be able to, know how this feels, or have the same thing. Like, be in the neighborhood you've been in your whole life. You've been renting different houses on the same 3 blocks. Yeah. Why not take the time and go ahead and invest in that block? Really if this is your neighborhood that you say, that you claim this is from where you're from, make a difference. Buy a piece of property.
For sure.
Take care of that area right there. Care about who's in the neighborhood. Care about the grass and what's the trash on the floor. You know, start really caring, because you just say, oh, I'm from 27th Street or I'm from Burleigh. You know, you heard people say that. Like, Burleigh, that's my neighborhood. Okay, well, if it is, let's see how much you care about Burleigh. So 1 million foreclosed homes on that little strip right there. Go get one. Do something about it. Make sure it's loved and somebody cares about it. So, I don't know. That's just how I feel. You don't know how strong you are until you push your limits. And until you push your limits, you'll never know. And this is a worthwhile reason to push your limits, because it's going to benefit your family, it's going to benefit you, and it's going to help your budget out. So I think, anybody else think about this, I would say do it. Do it. It means a new life for us. It does. And I know that sounds cliche-ish, but it does. That's the only way I can sum it up, because it's going to allow us to do so much more. I think it like allows me to teach my children something different. You know, for so long they've been taught, don't touch that, you know, hey, this, you know, this ain't ours. This is somebody else's, you know, house. So you got to be, so now I can say, hey, this is your house, but don't tear it up. You know, it's a whole different kind of, you know, way I can talk to them and teach them, and maybe I can get them off on a better start than I had, because it's possible. You know, I've never seen my father didn't buy his first house until I was 30 or 40. Wait, no, I'm 30 and something now. So I think I was probably like, I want to say 32. He just recently bought his first house. So it wasn't something in my young life I could see as happening, but this is something I'm giving to my children to see in their young lives, to build off of and say, hey, this is how life is supposed to go. These are the things that you're supposed to do and accomplish. Go to school, go to college, go to work, buy a house. These are the things that you're supposed to do, you know? So I think it means, like I said, a new life for us, new basis for us to grow.